presentation to where it's like, what? Read on. Say that again. You got your fringes on? Put your fucking fringes on.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
Hood nigga, crack baby, ghetto lord, magnet. I can show you what the medal's for. General, got recruited for the devil's war. Cross niggas, slam on, then I score. Hell welcome me, put a heaven got a metal door. Never sleep, it's when I dream I see death galore. Coca, it's not an acronym, a metaphor. Ram God, how a human got a head of horns. Metal rain, you should probably check the weather more. Hot letter pour, check his pulse. Yeah, that nigga's dead for sure. Ready get resurrected in the belly of pregnant whore. Smell fair, and it stinks in here. Smells like hot pork when police are scared. Yeah, every time I kill a bear, I'ma eat the bear. Yeah, smell fair, nose pick up a beast in hair. Whoa, V5 from a beast to pit. Yeah, see blind, no sun for at least a year. What? V5 from a beast to pit. Yeah, seen blind, no sun for at least a year. What? Hood nigga, crack baby, ghetto boy. Good kids, turn bad when they get ignored. Their dad, you created me, but I was never yours. I'm a king, put a sword in a stone, I'ma get the sword. Got the keys, Ali, oxen free. The cops on me, squally watching on the block for me. I got the trees, Molly Oxy and I got the E. The dots on me, mama wanna get a twat on me. Mama walking in the clock on me. Snapshot, got a cannon on me. Not photographer. Zoom in, but you can't catch me. Right-handed, but I play lefty. Wayne West, give me 8 SP. Snort coke, cause I hate Pepsi. Smell fair, and it stinks in here. Smells like hot pork when police are scared. Yeah, every time I kill a bear, I'ma eat the bear. Yeah, smell fair, nose pick up a beast in hair. Whoa, V5 from a beast to pit. Yeah, see blind, no sun for at least a year. What? V5 from a beast to pit. Yeah, seen blind, no sun for at least a year. What?
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wise Magi Godcast. Today we are here with Empire Professor Ras Natty.
Hold on, what is this doing?
That's not a part of your spiel.
What is this doing? Nah, I wanted to come in big. Nah, that sound gotta be fine. That's okay. I wanted to come in big.
You came in real small.
Yeah, like I wanted the cinematic vibe. Mm-hmm. I can't. No, I can't do that. Hey, put the applause down. Craziness, huh? Alright. Thank everybody. You know, we're in the building for the Sunday dinner situation. We're not going too long tonight. We're not going too long tonight. Probably about an hour,
Fridays, they get the long ones.
hour 30. Yep. And we went short even Friday too. But yep.
Jack Harlow is trending for his playoff appearance Sunday. Jack Harlow has seen quite the bump in popularity over the past couple years, but apparently NBA referee Scott Foster isn't one of the rapper's nearly 50 million monthly Spotify listeners. When the Jumbotron cut to Harlow sitting courtside at the Bucks Celtics game, the mic'd up Foster could be heard asking fellow ref Ed Molly, "Who's Jack Harlow?"
Who's Jack Harlow? Who's Jack Harlow?
I have no idea.
There's a guy over here, right here. He's in that white shirt behind you.
Yeah, who is he?
I don't know. Go ask him.
Scott Foster, let me help you out. Jack Harlow, one of the top rappers in the game right now. His latest song, Nail Tech, is the second song on the playlist.
Nail Tech?
Come on, bro. There's no way you said that right, dude. Hey, matter of fact, that's why you're an NBA commentator, I think. The top rappers, what, top streaming rappers or some funny shit like that. He's not a top rapper.
On SoundCloud?
It's top rapper. The fuck? This nigga, oh, but hey. I'm gonna let you do your thing before I even get
So
it.
is Jack Harlow straight, queer, LGBT? What is he?
I thought he was a straight Jewish guy.
Mm.
Thought he was a straight Jewish kid. But you see the hairstyle he had? That's what I call Jewish hairstyles. You see my mom show you them other white kids. I was like, why they always got this Jewish type hairstyles?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about right here. That's why they don't consider themselves white, I think.
Because they got the curls.
Mm-hmm.
White people don't got curls, brethren. But no, because this guy, I think I heard a song by him, but I don't know if it's him. You remember I told you about the "I Can Fly You in the First Class"? But I thought that was a SoundCloud song because I was like, they obviously didn't get that shit clear.
That's not him.
I just heard in the background at the NBA, John. You saying that they were showing him? Listen to the music in the background.
Who's Jack Harlow? Who's Jack Harlow?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
So that's him.
In that
Yeah.
white shirt behind
I'm sad.
That's not his song though. He did a remake to that song, but we know that song from our early generation.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani.
Okay, just making sure.
Luxurious.
Yeah, because that's why you confused me. I'm like, bro, that's not his
Yeah,
song.
that's
girl.
why I thought it was a SoundCloud song. I didn't think it was an official song, but it makes sense now. And what is that song called? Nail Tech?
This First Class.
Okay.
Nail Tech got 25 million.
It's sad I like one of his kids' songs.
But remember, I told you that was the problem with melanated artists
What?
getting those official samples cleared. So you get to a certain level, niggas don't clear shit for you. But when you get to a certain level, they want you to use it.
What artists trying to get Gwen Stefani samples cleared? I think Gwen will let
What?
you get it.
No. Gwen won't let you get your shit because how is Gwen making money? A lot of artists don't want to clear them shits.
I think Gwen making money regardless, right?
Why?
Gwen got some classics.
I can't
Now
think of.
Keisha Cole,
I can't think of a lot of Gwen
I can see
Stefani.
her giving people trouble because she not making money.
What's a lot of Gwen Stefani classics you talking about? And compared to Keisha Cole, right?
Bananas,
Keisha,
Luxurious.
she ain't got more.
It's another
She ain't got
one.
more swams than Keisha Cole. If you got to do that little bit of thinking.
No, but Keisha Cole's music, you can't find it getting too much royalties afterwards because it's like an R&B genre. So you have to like a commercialized R&B event to really hear it. Whereas the Bananas, Luxurious, you can kind of play these at any, like you can play it in the store, you can play it at a function, you can play it anywhere and try and get licensing from it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a more club upbeat event song. Whereas Keisha Cole stuff is like sent from heaven.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, I see what you're saying. But I still got a slight pushback as far as on the clearance.
You want to keep reading? While you
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the clip got a good amount of play on social media. Clearly, these MFers have never seen a Narnia.
Yeah, I don't know what about Narnia is, nigga. That you talking about
The Lion or that unique?
Yeah, I don't remember you from Narnia, but I don't. That's the thing though. You know, I don't be remembering none of these Jewish kids from their money days. I be remembering them late.
Wait, so he was in Narnia?
I don't know.
Or is he saying Narnia is a word? Obviously, it's a word.
Oh yeah.
What does Narnia mean, guys? Let's see.
Narnia is for short word.
Okay, Narnia is still popping up as the Chronicles, an imaginary land of strange people. Very fitting, I would say, because I just was trying to figure out what was he.
What you mean?
Was he non-binary, queer, strange fruit?
Why you said that though? Based on the way you give it up?
I seen it with Lil Nas X. He has a song called Nail Tech.
What you mean? I seen a lot of them big artists with Lil Nas X. When that money comes, what I tell you about Warren Buffett, how he picks talent. You got to have things in certain orders. You can't be money driven first. For Warren Buffett, you got to have integrity first. Because if you money driven, you may be good at stealing money from Warren Buffett, right? So you want to make sure you have integrity. Then these other little intangibles that come. So yeah, maybe these guys don't got no integrity though, right? So if you listen to just to have some white on white type violence, if you go listen to
MGK,
no, he's weird too. You talking about?
What do you mean white on white?
I'm talking about like real white artists, right?
McDonald, Jelly Roll?
Tom McDonald, Jelly Roll, those type of guys. Those guys don't identify with Jack Harlow. No fake ass black boy.
No,
they're white boys. Like they white niggas. Like you remember these bros is weird people. Yeah. So I guess that'd be why you call them queer and stuff, because they just in any group, right? So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
As far as the infamous film or movie novel series, is a series of 7 fantasy novels by British author C.S. Lewis, illustrated by Pauline blah blah blah. It has been adapted for radio, television, the stage, film, and video. Everybody licensed them out. Yeah,
they I've seen their stage show a couple of times.
Okay, so yeah.
Man, I'm upset I don't got no headphones. And Empras, you got the headphones at the bottom of this? If it's far, don't worry about it.
Right here, it's very close. Let me untie it for you as well.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find this clip about being a disturbance.
Okay, yeah, so he says, clearly these MFs have never seen Narnia. Harlow quote tweeted SportsCenter post. Huh?
He tweeted, yeah, he retweeted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then not a star left one user.
And it's gonna keep on going down. It's gonna be so much.
Same replied Vox's Sean. They worried about the wrong. Beep, call some fouls, another user commented. Look how happy he is, bro. He knows he don't got enough talent to be where he is at in life, so he's soaking it in. Look how happy he is, bro. Okay. Top rappers in the game, laugh out loud. He put that in quotation marks because that's what they said in the commentation. Hysterical, tweeted Gary Owen in all caps. What's poppin'? Jack Harlow, an offensive foul. Ed Malloy, literally having no idea what it is. What? I'm confused. Did you get it?
Hold on, go right. Which one?
Right here. He put Jack Harlow, ... and an offensive foul, handshake, ... Ed Malley, literally having no idea what it is. Missed that one. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. These people, they about to talk about the game. Right? Because it was another bro saying, yo, y'all need to stop talking about Jack Harlow, nigga, and focus on calling these goddamn fouls. Yeah, y'all calling dummies. Right. Stop. Well, yeah, y'all calling like that. Right. So I feel like it was just that that wave that they don't know what an offensive foul is. Just like they don't know Jack Harlow is. You feel me? I don't know. That's how I would just only imagine.
Okay. Who's Jack Harlow proves that popularity is not the same as stardom? Pointed out another.
100% fact, right? Because we was talking about that earlier as far as like
household.
Sebastian. Sebastian is probably one of the most popular comedians. As far as I wouldn't even say that to an extent even, but stardom is another level. Like there's popular battle rappers, right? But Drake has stardom, so you could be the best nigga in your little circle. Niggas might know about you, but people don't know you.
Kevin Hart is a stardom.
Yeah, like we really don't know you. Like, yeah, we heard of you. Somebody heard of you somewhere, right? But
yeah, and
everywhere you go,
even Dave, right? We would say he's stardom, but it's like he's not because he doesn't check off all their little. What do you call those things that they use? Rubric.
But the slight reason why Dave to get a slighter pass, even though he's never done anything giant Hollywood wise, is the situation that happened with him when he had the big deal. Right, he killed Comedy Central. He created that shit in the sense that shit was nothing before Dave. Damn it, right? So he did so much for that brand, and then they offered him that big money, and he eloped. So that right there is why Dave's name is just stuck in a lot of people's head, just for that sense. But it's other people that's just big stars, so you know their face. You may not know Dave's face as much as you know his name. Oh, that's Dave Chappelle. Oh, fuck, I didn't know that was Dave Chappelle. You feel me? It's like that. But yeah, stardom is a complete different shit. Like Jack Harlow, people don't know his name. Even with popularity, he's not even that popular for random people to know his name.
Yeah, someone pointed out it's like it's imposter syndrome. It's like he doesn't even know why he's really here.
You see niggas talking about he happy.
Yeah, as far as like why he like was able to pop and some people weren't. And it's like it's just the times that we're in. Any other time, maybe that equation does not add up to a Jack Harlow.
Yeah, hold on. Let me play this. And like I said, I got some few more, but I do want to play this part really fast.
Interlude. My need.
Hold on. What else?
Speakerphone, the 2 interludes, so maybe it's like.
But part 2 to that, it's like it comes out of your budget. Like they give you a budget for an album. So from Janet Jackson, she gets a budget. So who knows? She probably $3 million back then. She probably had a $3 million budget. And that includes the videos too. Yeah, so nobody makes videos. It includes videos right here. Yeah. It's dope, to be honest. To me, it's art. I like it. I kind of like it. I love it. I like it. I don't like it. I like it not like in that sense where you're taking it. Like loops is cool where you're taking something and it's just a hope. It's just a reinterpretation of that piece. And that's cool, but I love when you can take something like that and just chop it up and deconstruct it to the point where you couldn't even tell where I sampled that from. No,
meaning you gave me the stems. That's what I'm saying. Like, so a lot of people, they don't get shit cleared, right? They go and get somebody with a trained ear that know how to recreate beats. That's not the exact same as a nigga actually giving me all the stems and me being like, man, I like that drum.
Right. That's not at all.
Yeah, let me put this drum over here. Hell no, I don't want that loop. Loop the fuck out of here, right? That's straight. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of people have the Ashanti loops and all these loops, but do they have the full 4-minute beat, or can they even take different? You feel me?
No shot.
Right. So that's what he was playing with Janet Jackson and those bigger artists. Their budget is so big they could pay for that. Smaller artists, nigga, you try to pay for all them samples, them real samples. You
smart artists don't even be knowing. They'll bring the whole MP3 to you. This is it. This the sample. It's like, no, I need stems, buddy. That's not cleared.
I cannot play that.
You ain't get no keys to this master. Like
I don't know none of these beats. I don't know what the hell this is, bro. Like, yeah, there's a beat, you think? Nah, yes, you listening to some music and you rapping next to it, nigga. Go do that with your own voice. But yeah, music is different. But listen, he's gonna expound a little bit because this brother's gonna ask him about Drake really fast. And I'm gonna stop it and we're gonna jump back.
That's a loop.
So that's a loop.
I like that loop. Yeah, because the ABC shit, who didn't like that?
There's nothing wrong with a loop.
But the thing is about that, like with me taking something so popular like that, a loop that if you gotta kill that shit. You can't come half-ass on no fucking Michael Jackson sample. What the fuck?
Because you had to pay a lot for that.
That is too, like, What are you gonna come with on that? Like, you know, like. So to me, I don't know, I can't rap over something that popular. I wouldn't rap over a sample that popular.
No, what's the deal? And I don't want to start any problems.
Yeah, when he's saying sample, he's talking just about just the loop.
I don't know anything about rap.
He don't want that consistent loop because of stardom. So when you hear it, you say, yo, that's Mike. You don't think, yo, that's Daniel.
Oh, yeah. That's what I always say on Freestyle Fridays. It's like you can't unhear it when you hear Song Cry. H to the Izzo. It's just like you can't unhear it. So
because in your mind, you got to think about what am I going to do with it, right? To make other people unhear it. Look.
Hey, Lito did an amazing job.
Man.
Super cocaine.
Man, Lil Wayne had a good thing of doing it too.
Was that you?
Lil Wayne was amazing at doing it. I'm talking about like Mr. Jones was a great song. Like Mike Jones was literally on the up and up, bro. Mr. Jones was amazing, better than back then.
Oh my gosh, Wayne was the god at that shit.
Everybody saw he just took it.
He could eat anybody.
We didn't even know that song was somebody else's.
He used to eat. He Pac-Man people, bro.
Hey, this somebody's song? Man, you lying, bro. Let me hear the regular song. Oh, bro, this regular song good.
So crazy.
This song good as fuck. Why didn't we hear this one? It was on the radio every day for real. Damn, how did he do that? He just erased their whole stardom. I tell you, most artists, they don't want to compete with stardom. It's already there, bro. But some artists, if they're not as talented as Empras, they use that. So now the beat is what most people like. Think about no knock on Lil Duval. Lil Duval not a great artist. You know about music. A lot of that beat. Most of them old niggas that know that beat, they was like, oh, what? That my.
Yeah,
it this on the shit.
Yeah,
who is this on my shit?
Yeah, it had that old school vibe to it, but it was sped up.
Yo, so that's the concept. If you're a less talented artist, to use somebody's stardom to be into music is not bad. But a true artist, you don't want that.
Yeah, you want your signature.
Scratch. Yeah, you want it from scratch. Yo, this is what Brooke created. Right? Even Drake to an extent right now, because he just brought up Drake.
But in some senses, like, he not really used people waves, he put people on too. And what that means is like.
But that's literally what Kanye just did with the SIM player.
Oh, yeah, to an extent.
He answered that request.
To an extent, but I tell you, when I went to look at it, you got to think about it. They have so few buttons. You got to think about it. We create beats, right? Think about how much layers they give us. Think about how we put drums right here. We may put 3-4 different drums, and we may put vocals right. You remember, it's so much different shit that you could layer up to damn near 50. Any amount of layers you want to goddamn put on the track. It's only like 4 different layers. So a lot of the stuff is crammed in. I seen somebody going through it and kind of showing it. Like it's not a bad idea, but when you kind of look at it, so much stuff are crammed in. So when you go to vocals, it's just the vocals, but then they have little hints, little notes of like under things. Yeah, it's under things because you have to find somewhere to put out the whole song. So because you only got 4 layers, you got to put stuff together. So you say, yo, I have to put the drums with the fucking the hi-hat.
That's the artistry of it.
Right? So yeah. Damn, I played the wrong John. Look at me pressing this shit like I'm running something.
Let's just say you made a song, Lee, right?
Right.
You made a song, and you just some kid from somewhere, and you had it on the internet, and it wasn't really popular like that, but it was popular in your little circle. It was popular in your little, your situation. And then now he jumped on and shed some light on it. And yeah, it made the song more popular, and it got the song on the radio. You became a big star. It became a hit song, but that's all it was for you, and it just was another hit under his belt. Okay, so and now when you try to do it on your own, you can't
recreate that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's start this.
Because it wasn't you
in Detroit,
which is why it's hard to start off using stardom. You want to kind of build your feet. You want to have a foundation, yeah, because if you don't, people start looking at you like, man, I want to hear that shit he did with Drake, though. That shit with Drake was fire. You ain't got nothing with Drake. Nah, I got some good shit by myself, though, some better shit by myself, bro. You talking about that shit with Drake, but that was one of my worst songs. He talking about, bro, I got great music over here. You shouldn't have put that Drake one out first then, bro. Right? It's a thing where they say, yo, we can go only up from here. People like that concept in life. You know, niggas don't want to be like, yo, it's a lot of downs. There's a lot. I don't know when we're gonna go down, but there's a lot of downs that come, which is why a lot of people stand out the stock market. Which is why people say, yo, it's priced in, it's priced in, it's priced in. They want to let you know that, yo, people hearing the news and people playing on the news. So you got to be careful about the news also. So a lot of young artists, they still want the Drake feature because the first part of the story brothers told them. Right? That first part, you're going to be a big star. Your song going to be a hit. But then the second part that he said is, that's it for you. That's it. For you to try to recreate your own shit on your own is almost virtually impossible, especially if your first shit is Drake pulling you up or hearing you in your little subsection. Think about the brother. He's still making music. Block Boy JB. Fuck, we heard the last time I heard a Block Boy JB song. Fuck, I never heard nigga talk about Block. You feel what I mean? That's what happens to you.
Yeah, the ocean waters recede. It's like a tsunami. They're riding the wave. And then the wave is gone.
So no matter how big you is, if you come out too big, everything you do seems small. What is that he just did? Or what? What you mean what he just did? Did you hear that? That shit was crazy. Nah, bro, you heard that first shit.
Yeah, it's like, did he lose his budget?
That's the worst shit. When you used to be signed to a label, you used to get a $3 million advance, and now you sign to yourself. And your advance is you. You got to depend on yourself. Like, I'm not G Herb, 21 Savage said, I don't really do tours like that. And you know, everybody be talking about, yo, just do shows. You can charge $250 a show, $250. Charge this for feature. You eating. 21 Savage said, I don't really do shows like that. I get most of my stuff from my album sold. I get 70-30 split with the label. I'm eating. That's a different angle because most artists, they say, yo, you got to tour, you got to do this, you got to do this. So now what I'm seeing from hearing what 21 is saying, that a lot of artists are starting to mastermind. They're starting to master their masters. Right? They're starting to master their minds. Like we told y'all on the last Freestyle Friday, master your mind. You got to master your mind, bro. But listen to what he's saying about Drake, though, because like I said, Lee Syed asked him, so is that what they saying about the brother Drake, that he's stealing people? He said, he's not stealing nobody's genre per se as far as lyrics. Lee thought he was taking lyric for lyric. No, that's not what he's doing. He's taking your wave. So you got a little vibe that you're doing over there. He may take it. And before he takes it completely, he brings you up. Puts you on the stardom pole. Because you made the song with him. But he also start doing it randomly in his songs now. I'm talking about you listen to one of his songs, he sound like you. You're like, what the fuck this nigga doing my flow in the song? And then you hoping that people remember that you did the flow first. But they don't. Like, gives a fuck about you, bro. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell the person in their wildest dream, even after playing the song that you played with Drake and showing niggas that you made that song 5 years, 10 years before you even knew Drake. We wouldn't care. We all be like, nah, man, Drake. That was Drake bars. Nah, that Drake flow, bro.
That's Drake budget, bro.
Come on, bro. We see your shit. Yo, that's fucked up, bro. It's life.
Hip hop community.
You want a 50-50 split with your BM.
I had to do that. At one point in time, I had to do that. One point in time, I did have to put the sugar honey. I had to put the foot down. I had to put the foot down. The sugar honey is your club. Whatever, the fucking Sweet Tooth on Lancashire, that belongs to Lee Syed. He raps his death off over there. It's white young Jews. They jump up and down. See you. You don't go see them.
What Joey is giving, I know he's giving it in a different terminology, but let me explain a little bit what he's explaining is because Danny's talking about Drake taking the wave and blah, 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 bringing you up. He's saying, yo, Danny works up, down. Lee Syed works here. It's bro. And Danny's saying, I had to put my foot down at the time. You have to. How far can you let a nigga run with something? I don't know if you should probably attack him publicly, but goddamn, call him up. Yo, bro, you keep on using my flow. This is third fucking track. Stop doing it. I'm making music, bro. Like, what are you doing? Sauce Walker had to call Drake out for that shit. He called a lot of them artists out. Like, bro, all y'all dripping and splashing. I've been dripping. I started Splash. That was my shit. Now y'all dripping. Like, what's wrong with y'all, bro? Stop it. Stop taking my stuff. Nobody cared. But one thing it did, though, it showed us the comprehensiveness of his music ability. It was like, oh, snap, they taking this shit? Some people thought that. Some people were like, oh, they taking this shit. It's Sauce Walker shit. Some of us gave him a stamp for that. So it works out. There's really no bad publicity unless you suck. Only, like me and Empras say, good marketing. It's bad, really, if you suck, right? Because a lot of niggas suck. But if you Sauce Walker, a nigga go listen to your tracks and he can say, this hard. No, all right, I like this one right here. No, he's a better rapper. He's a better rapper. People start doing that. Even fans of these people say, nah, I like them more because I like their music. But he's a better rapper. You could lose the war. Nah, you can't lose the war. You can lose the battle, but you got to win that war. The war is what you must win. Battles is battles. Battle 1, battle 2. Take a battle. Take a battle here, take a battle there. It ain't nothing, right? But he was just, Joey Diaz was kind of letting them know, at what point do you have to step in and say, nah, you can't use my flow, bro. Because I'm seeing that it's fucking shit up right now for me, really. I'm not able to do what I need to do. Or can you? I don't know. Let's see what Danny say.
Yeah, Joey Diaz, best rapper in the game. Plays the Cobo Arena. Or whatever the Cobo. Is that still in the show? Yeah, Cobo. I mean, I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. I think it still is. So somebody comes up to me and says, Joey, what are you doing afterward? You know me, dog. I ain't got no after party. But one of my girls says she's popping off over at where D Brown is. All right. I walk in. D Brown is doing his setup on stage. You know, you got a couple songs recorded. You're working at the tire shop to put your demo together. You know, you're like fucking dude in 8 Mile. Yeah. I come in, I hear you sing Smoking and Drinking. Mm-hmm. What happens now? I take it from you? Or I sing it better than you and put you on the song to do 2 lyrics, you get $2 and you go home. Yeah, that's your little knapsack. That's probably the second option. So let's say I go in there, I like you the way that song is popping off.
You're not taking that from me.
We high five. We're
I'll pay you for
beautiful, it. All that fucking game, okay? We go into the studio a week later. You tell your family Drake is flying me up there. He puts you in a hotel. He sends some fucking chicken there in the room. You know, you go to the studio, you lay it down. He sings the whole thing. He adds lyrics to your jam. You go home. What do you sign now? Your life away. Is there any percentage? Your life away. You signed everything away. Even for being the writer of the song. That's the point of it. Is you want to make a career out of rap music. That's the goal. That's what people are not realizing. There are people in rap music with careers, like literally careers. Like you're not looking at them like the biggest rapper in the world. You're not thinking about them, but they tour all the time. They can tour it when they want. They can make an album. They can get a. See, back to the point I was telling you, like a lot of the artists, they say, yo, touring is a big part of the game. But listen to how Danny's explaining it a little different. From the label, whenever they want to make an album, you feel what I'm saying? Then you have these big guys that you got to stay on the radio. Once you don't make a hit, your label might drop you. Like, you know, 360 deals, which is the worst shit that ever been invented in music history. That's what's probably killed rap music. And 360 deal is when, you know, now you sign to a major label, they taking the money from your merch, they take the money from your show, and they take the money from your music. Back in the day, what I known is that the record label, the music business only take music. You make money from your merch, and you make the money from your shows. And that's the way I feel, you know? Like, you know, I my principle in it, that's probably why I would never really sign with major labels. Right, because now they don't make enough money on music. Yeah, they got to take it off. So they got to take a piece of everything. Your T-shirts, yeah, they take your tours, and your. In the old days, I give you a budget which is basically an advance, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So once the album drops,
because you really trying to stash that, you know, everybody trying to stash their advance, even though this last album I spent more than what I got on my shit, you know? And I got prayer.
Listen to why.
Like I said, I spent 70,000 in samples alone. And I'm on an independent company, and I don't have that type of money to be spending on fucking music.
So like when I
got a fucking big family. I'm from.
Because I know y'all probably was listening to, man, these rappers stay buying these chains, man. These rappers stay. No. I'm trying to make great music instead of just average music. Yeah, I could buy a sample from Lil Bro right down the street that do good samples. Shit sound good too, but the quality ain't that amazing. When I go to 40 want 40 racks for it. So I gotta go to somebody under 40. I gotta go to 15. 15 charge me 15. How much can I get? 2 15s is 30. So 4, 5, maybe. Maybe give me a deal. Yo, you bought 5, I'm gonna throw your extra one in. You get 6 amps. What am I? You feel me? You gotta think about this, the music, bro. And then listen to what he's saying. And that's why Lito said, boom, boom, boom. I thought about this a couple years. I wish I would have listened. I would have been here. But fuck it, nigga. I wouldn't have made half of this from a label. He upset that he blew it because he had the mastermind plan and he wasn't supposed to blow it. But he said, yo, looking back at it, I wouldn't have got half of this from a label. Right, and now when you hear Danny Brown saying, yo, I'm signed to an independent label. You ain't got no type of budget like that to be getting samples. So when you hear your independent artist, bro, you got to be more thoughtful and more critical about the way you think. I be hearing y'all probably be saying, that nigga, why? I don't like his beats. I don't like this. I don't like this. Why you don't like the beats? These are amazing beats. Especially if it's a great artist. It's more artistry in the beats than you probably could even imagine. If you did any research on the beat, if you did any research on anything, you'd be like, oh, this nigga dope. I know why he picked this beat. Listen to what bro's saying, 70 racks. Listen to what he's saying. Let me go back.
From Detroit. You get what I'm saying? Like,
from the
when you go on the road now, there's 3 different t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. We have a whole fucking booth full of merch, you know. Everything. But the thing is about that with merch, I feel like you can't burn it out. You have to make it still cool and exclusive, and like when you make it too much, that's when I feel like it just becomes like
a shirt.
I don't know. It just feel like you thirsty.
People get pissed at me because I don't put on enough merch.
Yeah, I just feel like you're thirsty.
I don't like it either. I don't want to feel thirsty about that. I want you to come over and shake my hand.
Yeah. I just don't. If you want it, you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. It's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't want to push it.
I don't want to buy a t-shirt. Buy a t-shirt.
Come over, take a picture, get the fuck
out of here. I don't want to be there. I sell music, not clothes.
No, I don't want to do that. My wife went to lunch and the person told me that my wife started giving me luggage with shirts. And I fucking hate it. I did it like 4 times, and one day I just left the shirts. I'm not doing this no more. And then we got the shirts.
I left boxes and boxes of t-shirts at the hotel. Like, fuck,
you want to buy a shirt? Go online.
I'm not carrying
That's why I like working in hotels, man.
You want to buy a shirt, but it's not my primary business. I want to focus on my comedy. I don't want to focus on shirts and sunglasses and fucking headshots.
That's not what I got into it for. For one thing, like I just really like I say, I like the writing aspect of it more than anything. Like for me, like that's one thing I love. Like that's what people don't understand. Like with rapping, it's so easy. To be honest, like just like comedy or something, it's pretty much set up punchline type shit. You feel me? So with me, I just pretty much just try my best to just like make the fucking most original shit I can possibly do. Because rap music has been around for fucking. It's still relatively new, but it's getting old at this point where it's still like, I don't know. It's weird. And it's still always, they say it's a young man's game, but it's like old men still run it. It's like a weird facade. Like rap music is, I can't really no one will ever be able to put their finger on it. And that's what make it so cool.
I'm gonna tell you what else about rap music. Because any day, it's like the American dream. Any day, some kid can just make a video on YouTube and become the star of tomorrow. There's a lot of good. Be a fucking millionaire and there's a lot of good rap music. A lot of artistic guys. You're very artistic in your music. I like what you do, but there's a lot of bad rap music. But Jesus Christ, there's a lot of bad comedy. There's a lot of bad films. The thing is about rap music I hate when people say it's bad rap music. It always been bad rap music. Which one you want me to move? That Hennessy. Oh, my bad. I don't want to listen. But look, people say it like it's bad rap music. It always been bad rap music. I don't remember a time in my life where it wasn't bad rap music. Now all right. Now let's something good. There's always.
And we can stop at that point, really and truly. Like I said, we're gonna go a little bit more, but so with what he's saying, there's always been bad rap music. People always use that as an excuse, and it's like, yeah, but where is the good music now? Right? I understand y'all saying there's always been bad music, but for some reason we was exposed to the good music. Right? For some reason we remember good music so much so we asking where is all the good music went. So even when they set the stage as if music's been bad, it's like, yo, maybe we're not even arguing that. Right? We're just trying to figure out at what point was the bad music so popular that we didn't even know the good music? At what point did they just put all the bad music at the top? So by the time that a good music made the list, you stopped listening. So you never heard good music. I'm just trying to figure out, like, where is this concept that, yo, there's always been bad music? Yeah, that's not what we're arguing. We're arguing that the music is so bad now that we don't know where good music lies. That's all I'm saying, bro. All right. So what's your concept on that, okay? Empress, because we hear people say this day in, day out. It's always been bad music, bro. It's always been those type of rappers. It was Trina. It's all those type of rappers. Kaya, my neck, my back. It was always those type of rappers.
Yeah, same thing. It's always bad basketball players. It's just always people that just don't master the game or the facade, as he referenced it. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of haves and have-nots. That's what good and bad was. But good and bad has now become the mainstream media's picks versus everybody else's opinions. So you can have your opinion on what good and bad is, but these are the chosen shits right here. Excuse my language. But yeah.
All right, so that's even the other concept where it's okay.
There's popularity and there's ratings.
Yeah, it's more about pop instead of just the art. Right.
So when you hear artists like Danny Brown even talking about getting stems, it's almost like this archaic being, because we just was listening to Elon Musk's child mothering person. I don't know what you want to call that person, his baby mama. But yeah, we were listening to her, and she was just talking about how she's just at this boundless space, like making music. There's no art to it. There's no science behind it. It's just like whatever sounds good to her is what art is. And it's like, is that safe? Can you play certain hertz, like at certain frequencies? Like, we don't know what we're really dealing with as far as a tool. And, you know, there's just a lot of people out here experimenting, and whatever sounds good in that moment is what they're outputting. And I think that's dangerous.
And see, the slight pushback against that is because they say, yo, think about what we did in the 70s, and those guys started experimenting and speeding a lot of the music up and doing different things. And then maybe some people say, think about what we was doing. Right? It's
maybe we should slow it back down.
Yeah, it's kind of just like you were saying, like good and bad, really subjective. You can't really put a finger on it. But like I said, I'm still on the point where I remember, even though you're telling me that was Trina, I remember at that same time, nigga, it was other great artists.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's always been where it's like, okay, you got this, bro, but you also got this, bro. Like, I don't remember a time that I was like, man, you got 6ix9ine, you got Wi-Fi Funeral, you got
Wi-Fi Funeral.
You got everybody, bro. You got everybody. You got Jack Harlow, goddamn it. You got everybody.
Is what's not considered a rapper?
Who?
The Old Town Road, bro.
You got Lil Nas Gex. You got everybody, Empras. But then, but then you got Absol, Daylight, Lido, Danny Brown, Kendrick Lamar. It's artists is there also.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like, you know how they have the Heisman Trophy in football, and it's like this invitation that everybody wants to get. They got the Rock Nation brunch. It's an invitation that most, celebrities want to get. There's certain things that people want to be invited to, and there's no space like that when it comes to music, as far as like Hall of Fame type thing. Like, we hear rappers getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and shit like that, and it's like, hold on, what? Where's the rap? Like why is the art not being praised here? It just is like the pop culture award shows that are addressing these things versus like an Academy, the Oscars. Like the Oscars and all these people, they're analyzing things at a whole different level when it comes to giving awards out. It's not because, oh, you're the coolest. It's like, no, what are they doing this? Was the motion pictures good? Were the supporting characters good? Was the main character good? Like, they're assessing so many different things.
See, and that's what it used to be, even at a point too, Empress. Everything is about popularity now.
Mm-hmm.
We even seen as far as down to the CDC fucking documents that was coming out. They were saying that there may have been political pressure pushed on people.
Oh yeah, I just was hearing. I overheard Fauci saying, "Oh, the CDC should take precedence over the courts." And it's no, they shouldn't, because that means our constitutional rights are taken over as well.
And they plan on coming back with it May 31st. CDC had just dropped some mandates. Saying that Biden and them can't keep mandating stuff, and they said they coming back with it May 31st. And we just heard Fauci say, "Yo, we're out of the pandemic phase." That nigga came back and said, "I'm talking about the acute pandemic." Yo, Fauci. Pandemic covers acuteness, bro. Whenever you talking about something, we in a pandemic, bro, that's an acute situation, bro. You talking about acute? Come on, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, it's the pandemic, but it's like
not as concentrated as it was. It's gonna be like that one that we kind of try to scare y'all with, but it didn't really do nothing. Yeah, that one,
bro. Ouch. Come on, bro.
What was that one? Like, people were frantic about getting tests or whatever. And then, like, 2 days later, they were like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, they was saying that's the one that everybody gonna get.
Yeah.
We know that one.
No, they didn't say everybody was gonna get, but they're like, at that point, they wrote it off. It's like, everybody's gonna get COVID.
Yeah.
Vaccinated, unvaccinated.
They said everybody gonna get it. Because they said that this one right here was easily transferable. This was one of the easiest transferable ones. It was moving through people, hitting everybody. But nobody was feeling nothing. They was like, okay, well, this is the great savior where it's going to speed up the herd immunity. Because everybody going to technically have had it. That was the concept behind that one. Then they came out with another one with a D. The one that we talking about that was supposed to be hitting everybody was O.
Omni.
Yeah, he came. He was supposed to hit everybody real quick. That was his whole presence.
Okay.
Omnipresent. He hit everybody real quick. So they said, yo, everybody gonna get it, no matter what you do.
Is it like those rubber trees that get messed up?
You got hit too close to each other. Parasites jump from tree to tree.
A whole bunch.
Parasites say, yeah, you know what, I thought about it. Because really and truly, right? But I guess it'll eat something else. I was saying, okay, like if it was one human in the middle of nowhere, that got like a rare disease, and we moved him real quick. Nobody was around him, and he died. Would the parasites be able to travel far to another bro? Can they not live that long? Can they? But there's always weird
like
shit that nature creates.
They die and they hide them in a tomb.
And then you open it up and this nigga jumps out.
Oh, his fucking antiviral diseases.
I'm ready for you.
Oh man,
we're really done with that, brother. Though.
Yeah, it's more.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people. Yeah, it's a bunch of people really saying stuff. But yeah, that brother right there, he talking about he's a top rapper. But even on another light note, there was some basketball played today. Some basketball. Golden State Warriors played the Grizzlies, like I said, and the Bucks played the Celtics. So what, we 2-0 right now. If you heard my predictions from Friday cast, this is exactly what we predicted. I said the Celtics are going to have tremendous problem because the advantage that they had previously is no longer there. What is that advantage? There was two advantages, but the number one advantage was size. Yep, they had too much size. Their guards was big. What?
I'm not sure we were playing football.
we played football. Yo, and number two, KD respect these guys. They weren't shit talkers, right? So like, even though they were shit talk, it was like a lot of mutual respect. So it wasn't that edge. The Brooklyn Nets didn't have that edge where it was like, yo, we playing against Philly. I don't like James. I want to bust some ass tonight. It's like, man, we're playing against our little bros. Right? It's so besides the height advantage, because remember, game one really and truly could have went to Brooklyn, and that whole series could have flipped 4-0 Brooklyn because the confidence would have went that way. So once they figured out, yo, we got tremendous size. Every time they went down, they weren't even panicking no more. But against Giannis, them, what me and Empras is noticing is, first of all, Bobby Porter's getting a lot more minutes because Chris Middleton is hurt. He's a problem. His size is a problem. Everything that he's doing is a problem. Like I say, it's not enough size over there. And then if he happens to miss anything, they have another big man, 7 foot damn near, Brook Lopez. So it's the size is tremendous over there. Look, and those are two people I told you about. Not to mention, Giannis is in the game. And then we have Drew Holiday playing guard, and we have Grant Hill, not Grant Hill, got my bad, Grant. You chilling at your house, niggas bringing you into some shit. George Hill, he's a big guard, about 6'4", right? So when you think about all those sizes, even though they're still undersized in the sense of when you think about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who else you go to the big man, his name started with T. He wasn't really working well. Robert just came back from an injury. Marcus Smart, he's a smaller guy, but
yeah, they had size overall.
Yeah,
they were playing a lot bigger in comparison to the
Brooklyn.
Skinny
Right, so
this is like all over the place with size. They had tall, they had wide.
And baby,
who was that? That was real wide. And I was like, he in pain.
That's what I'm saying, babe. Even when they had their big man, their big man was just people that wanted to catch the ball and jump and dunk. If me and you got the same size and I could block you out, and first of all, Empras already noticing that you look like you hurt.
Way down, right? Just put more pressure on
you. You look heavy. So I remember when you was young, back in your younger days, you probably had killed me. But you look heavy right now, right? And with Bobby Portis, he's always been an undersized big. So he's up and under in you. Like, he's creating so much drama right here that when he misses, another person could come in and just do a layup. And I'm telling you about Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez. I haven't even got to another tall ass nigga. I hear Giannis. It's so much people, bro. And then, like I said, Chris Middleton is hurt. And then they got Pat Cunningham playing with as a white boy. He could have went pro in some baseball shit. Real athletic white boy, more size. right? So now with having him and Drew Holiday, and you got more feisty people. I'm telling you, it was not down in Brooklyn. Patty Mills from Australia. No, this Australia, but you know who from Australia. You know who from Australia. He played for the Nets. He played for the Nets.
That nigga dressed up for the Nets.
2 Nets players was Australian.
Colorful Nets.
Right.
Colorful Nets.
This was the Australian national team that we watched play together. This is what we watched. Australian national team versus the
Championship of America.
Right. And they got demolished. So that happened in that series, Empress, and then Golden State versus Grizzlies. Like I said, I feel like Golden State has the advantage in that. But Draymond got ejected like in the second quarter, like 52-54, whatever the score was.
Why?
He went to defend somebody first, and then they made a pass, so he rotated, so he's out of position, and he kind of reached back and end up grabbing Bert jersey on accident, and then he tried to hold him before he fell, and you know Draymond Green got a bad rep anyways, so they said that he grabbed him and threw him down, and he like, how did I throw him down when I was holding him up? Like, y'all see me holding him up. So, you know, he probably thought he was going to get at least a flagrant 1, right? But he ended up getting a flagrant 2, got ejected early in the game. That changed a lot. So now the size for Golden State is no longer there, even though they didn't really have a size advantage, which is why I was saying they have veteran players, and that's what came through. Even though Jordan Poole hooped, he's a young player. I think probably in the 2nd or 3rd year. Curry had a solid game. Clay ended up making the last big 3. The reason why the Grizzlies lost though is because they're not smart basketball. They're not a smart basketball team. But I always think about it. If you play one way all the time, I think you should continue to play that way, because they were saying that they took questionable shots down the stretch, and I kind of seen that, right? So they was down. They was up 116-114. Played some solid defense, was not able to get offensive rebounds. So Golden State ended up getting the offensive rebound and tying the ball up. So now it's a jump ball. Klay Thompson, 6'6". You feel me? He ain't athletic, but he's 6'6". So it's a jump ball. He ended up winning it, whatever the situation is, ball go out of bounds. It's Golden State ball. They inbounded the Klay. Klay comes off a screen. He looked like he gonna shoot it, so he pump fake the fuck out of Burt jump. He stepped back, bomb. He knocked down the 3 easy. Now they go up 117-116. And they play great defense against Curry too, because I tell you the thing with Curry is until he gets going, he's not going. And he's a good dribbler, but he's shaky with the ball. So whatever. I'm not about to get into that. I get into that another cast. But nevertheless, Klay knocks down the 3. They go up by 1 point. Probably 36 seconds, or probably the shot clock is off. No, the shot clock is not off. So probably like 36 seconds, 50 seconds. What the time is? John Morant walks the ball up. Rookie mistake. Right? In his mind, he's like, yo, I'm just about to run the clock down and just go for 1. And score at the end, and we go up. Right, because he's been killing them. He see that he has the advantage as far as the foot speed when Curry's guarding them, and even when Klay is guarding them. And Klay is a better defender. So he said, okay, I have the foot speed on both of these boys. So he tries that John again. He breaks down. He kind of gets by Curry. He cuffs it 1, but he got the ball in this hand, whatever. So fucking Gary Payton, the second, is right there. He reaches in, basically, but it snatches out. So he kind of loses the ball. He wanted the foul call. You could have called a foul, but like I said, it's playoff basketball, so I don't think the referee should call a foul, but that was the problem, right? So it's because he waited late and they didn't get that play. It's like only 10 seconds now. So now we have to foul. Instead of if he would have came down.
That's why everybody begging for offensive fouls.
And that's why where I was telling you about veteran players, right? So like a player like Kobe or something.
No, that's not that game.
No, that's a different game. But like a player like Kobe or somebody that understands the game, they can be like, okay, boom, I see the shot clock. If I go quick, I can score right now and we can go up 1. And I'm okay with going up and having to defend again. Right? But I'm not okay with trying to take the last shot and not making it and not getting another chance. I'd rather get 2 chances instead of 1 chance, right? But Ja Morant is just thinking like, yo,
they're gonna run the clock out if I don't run it out,
right? Instead of thinking, yo, if I go up, they have to go score. So let me just try to push and see if I can go up. If not, let's just get back. We got a foul to give anyways, so we can play defense, right? But you feel me? That's where youth comes into games, and that's why I was saying that's where Golden State has the advantage. Just veteran players. But with Draymond coming out, getting ejected so early, kind of changed the game. But Golden State was still able to take one, and I'm pretty sure they was on the road, which is not a good sign for the Grizzlies. But hopefully, right? Hopefully they because it was a close game. Empras 117-116.
With Draymond Green though.
With Draymond Green gone from damn near second quarter. Right, that's not a good sign. And they got out rebound. And Draymond Green is one of the hardest working player on the team. So a lot of that stuff just I don't know. But yeah, for 3-15. Yeah, I was about to say no, even yeah, you could do me like that. Damn.
Pete Davidson jokes target Kanye West AIDS claim.
Ah man, I was about to say what? Pete Davidson said Kanye got AIDS. This nigga tripping.
Kanye West AIDS?
Yeah, Kanye said. Remember, Kanye told Pete he had AIDS.
Will Smith slap. Pete Davidson joked about his girlfriend Kim Kardashian's ex. What Kanye West at a comedy show for Los Angeles Netflix is a joke festival. This article is by Christy Carras. Pete Davidson signed off Thursday about girlfriend Kim Kardashian's ex Kanye West during his first stand-up comedy show in 3 years, performing as part of the Dave Chappelle and Friends show on the opening night of the Netflix's A Joke Comedy Festival. Davidson said at the Hollywood Bowl included material about the Heartless rapper, his relationship with Kardashian, and Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Awards, according to Entertainment Tonight. Since Davidson began dating Kardashian amid her turbulent divorce from West, the Donda musical artist has repeatedly targeted Saturday Night Live star in his music videos and on social media. During his Netflix is a Joke routine, Davidson reportedly compared Smith's decision to slap fellow comedian Rock at the Oscars with the West music video for the song Easy. Davidson recalled attending the same basketball game as Rock back in December, which he dubbed the before time when they didn't know what was coming next. In the Easy video, a claymation version of West kidnaps and decapitates a claymation version of Davidson. The comic also made a quip about West, who has legally changed his name to Ye, allegedly telling people Davidson has AIDS. Davidson said that he nearly believed Ye's
Man, Kanye out his mind, bro.
Purported claims because the recording artist is a genius. Am I the only one who secretly hopes Kanye will go full Miss Doubtfire? Davidson quipped, according to Variety. The 1993 film Miss Doubtfire starred Robin Williams as a man who disguised himself as a woman to work in his ex-wife's home to be closer to his children. Do you know the storyline of Miss Doubtfire? I did not know that.
What?
Yo, what? I never knew that.
You know what Miss Doubtfire? Robin Williams?
Yeah, I was always trying to figure out why was he dressed up as a woman. Man, I'm so Haitian. It's not even funny anymore, bro. I'm sad.
No, you just never went back and watched that movie.
I never knew that was the storyline. So this man was pretending to be a nanny?
I think anybody that's not from the American
That's
culture.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because I watched this movie later on, probably senior year, after college, nigga, when I got to watch a movie.
Yo, so you said men's rights been getting smashed.
Oh yeah, bro was trying to be around his youths.
And that's the same Juana Man situation. He was trying to get around.
Nah, his shit was a little different.
Yeah, but it's still like a whole thought process behind it.
Yeah, he was trying to provide more. So I tell you, that's why that one was completely different, because even once he did it, he knew it was wrong. Mm-hmm. Like they always showed that even in movies. Like I say, now there's like people do shit and they don't even care no more. It's like, this is me. I'm free. I should be able to do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Joanna, man,
Well,
what
some
happened
will
was
come to the light.
he lost it and kicked the ball and killed the bird or some crazy something. I don't think he killed the bird. That was somebody else that killed the bird.
Yeah. Remember he was a man.
Nah, I'm talking about when he got kicked out of the league. He kept getting in trouble and shit. He got kicked out of the league because they showed that part of the story first.
Okay, as a man, you're saying.
Yeah, he got banned from the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And then his fucking agent came to him. Like I said, he broke. His house getting taken. And as they showed that throughout the movie, his house, everything getting taken from his house.
Mm-hmm.
They came every day, just took his couch. Like one day he was standing there, he was taking shit. So yeah, that was another part. That's another part of the story too, nigga. He was an NBA player and living the NBA lifestyle.
Bro, and that sucks, bro, because like some men are literally just fleeing the gender just because of hard times.
Oh yeah. That's one of the. I'm telling you,
there was a guy I'm pretty sure we was watching that said that he got fired because he was a guy and they didn't want him around the youth. Like he was a heterosexual man.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like the transgender like shows that they be having and stuff, they let children around them just 24/7. Well, I guess it's a parent's choice though. Parents take you to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't like a field trip.
But they mandated it though in a sense because like they tell you that back in the days we had a lot more male teachers. It's all the male teachers. Even like I said, like when you hear like people like Dr. Tia San and all these people, Dr. Tommy Curry and all these people that's actually in universities and things like this, how they speak, they say, yo, it's all through the college, bro. It's like he was saying like it was so difficult because me as a young fucking undergrad, I'm not even a young undergrad, I'm a freshman damn near, bro. I'm just here right in the sense of like vibing, right? Mm-hmm. And my teachers is looking at me, I'm talking about she 50, and she telling me that my being, nigga, same thing that we do in the white people, which is why I think it's weird, is like the teacher is telling him, a black lady, looking like his grandma, niggas, looking at him, telling them, nigga, it's your fault. You black man is like this and y'all like this, and you're like, nah, we not like that. He's like, yeah, that's what y'all do. And he's trying to speak for like, nah, that's not what's going on. Which is why Dr. Tommy Curry created Black Male Studies. It's not an old program. That shit is relatively new. Like, you feel me? Literally finished the dissertation damn near 2013 type vibe, 2012. Like, this is very, very new. Like, this isn't something that's been in the university where they even been trying to even give a fuck about it. So shit, you heard even Gates, right? So it's a lot of, you heard though, I even always tell you about the dude from Joe Rogan saying, nigga, we had to shut lines down, bro. Right? It was so much male calling. I'm telling you, like, the people don't understand what's going on, because like even when Dr. Tommy Curry write the book, The Man Not, right? Because you're a man, they put you in this category as what is it, misogynistic and all these different words and patriarchy. But then when you think about patriarchy, it's about the dominant male group, and you're not a dominant male group. So now you're put in a category that you don't fit, so you don't get benefits nowhere. It's just like that weird ADOS shit where they say, yo, you'll get benefits on your island. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, I ain't been in islands in years, bro. I've been living here my whole life, bro. All this shit I done donated, all this tax I done paid, all this shit I done gave y'all, nigga. Fuck you telling me go back to my island, nigga. You feel me? So it's the same difference, bro. It's the same difference. The man not, nigga. We need to write the book, nigga. The nation not, right, nigga? Because we nobody, bro. So much so that somebody want to separate themselves and say, yo, we different. We descendants of slavery in North America, because it's not even everybody's descendant of slaves. If you black, technically, why y'all so special? Y'all can't say North America in general. I guess y'all got to say America. Foundational Black American. You remember? That's why that brother got foundational Black Americans. So he said, "Yeah, we're not doing a descendants of slaves."
Mainland Black American. Mainland.
You were mainland China.
At one point, Davidson gave his friend Jack Harlow a pass for collaborating with Ye on the track Louis Bags, but joked that he would be hurt if his King of Staten Island co-star Bill Burr ever attended one of the rapper's Sunday service shows.
Hey, bro, you better show up, nigga. Nigga like me from Black Lives Matter, cancel you.
After Davidson performed, headliner Chappelle took the stage and addressed the backlash to his Netflix special, The Closer, which included transphobic material. According to NBC News, Chappelle said the special was made with good intentions, but details of his set were not permitted to be published, and attendees were required to place phones and recording devices in locked pouches. The following night, Davidson headlined his own show for the Netflix Comedy Festival at Hollywood's Fonda Theater. That event featured a number of special guests, including Carly. This guy, Joey Gay, Jordan Rock, Dave Sirius, Big Wet, Nico White, and Machine Gun Kelly. Davidson was seen exiting the Fonda Theater with Kardashian. The couple also attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner hosted by Trevor Noah on the Sabbath. That is the conclusion of that article.
And look, if we're not genius, they just writing up Johns right now. I guess after the Boston game is done, and they saying Boston hitting them out muscled by Milwaukee, right? And they say Bucks physical play makes Celtics suddenly look average, right? And I immediately said it. I said, bro, their advantage is they are way more physical than this goddamn Nets team. Like, I don't know if y'all watch those games. I keep on seeing y'all focusing on KD not scoring and shit, so maybe that's just made y'all. But even what the brother Scoop was posting from game one, he was like, man, my guy got to get in the weight room. I don't know if you remember, he was posting some clips where like a nigga was guarding KD and he like bumped his ass. But no, this was before the playoffs. Go ahead.
Had his arms.
This was before the playoffs, babe. That's what I'm saying. This was all before the playoffs, so we already knew. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how people were surprised. But I told y'all the advantage that Milwaukee has over Boston is size. It's size. It's a clear advantage, and they're taking advantage of it, nigga. Is it taking advantage of it? But what I told y'all Boston has is a very unique advantage too, where Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and if they can find a little more offensive play in the paint, that'll benefit them. But playing against Milwaukee, it's hard because that's their bread and butter. They're not a great three-point shooting team. They maybe have Drew Holiday shoot solid. I guess the white boy, I don't know if he can shoot. He's like athletic. I don't know. Right? So they're not a great shooting team, right? So that's not going to be how they try to win a game. So that's Boston advantage.
That's a good matchup.
Why are you saying it's a good matchup?
Because even though it's a matter of size and them kind of being a little bit more skilled, overall, both those teams have the same mindset of like, bro, we're here to play basketball at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, but that's the same thing with the Nets. But you can't change that. You can't.
But the Nets, you saying, didn't have size.
Oh, you saying that both of these players, both of these teams got about.
They don't match up physicality wise, but they both have size and they both have chemistry and they're both ready to play basketball. Fact. But I don't know. Did Milwaukee Bucks? Was that a sweep with the Milwaukee Bucks series, or did they not?
I think it was 4-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
But they got. Were they done before the Boston Celtics, or I don't know, bro? It seems like the Boston Celtics probably exerted a lot more energy to actually get those 4 wins, whereas the 4 wins from the Milwaukee Bucks, I feel like were probably cakewalks. But I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this.
Okay.
Alrighty, about 100 civilians escaped Mariupol steel plants as Pelosi visits Zelensky and Kyiv.
All right, so they beat Chicago Bulls.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, so they beat the Bulls. Like I said, Chris Middleton got hurt, but and then that's where it would have been a better series for Boston. If Chris Middleton would have been there, that's a better matchup. Because now we take Bobby Portis out. Like I said, maybe we'll find a way to make the adjustment later on. But because Boston, like I said,
Middleton is on whose team?
The Bucks. Yeah, and he's a small forward. He's a stretch forward. So I guess they call him 3D. So he plays defense He played defense, and he's a good 3-point shooter that spreads the floor. But he slashes and a lot of that stuff too, right? So he's technically the most skilled player on the team. Technically the best scorer on the team in a sense, where he's like the most electrifying player. But nevertheless, whatever the situation is, he's out. So with him being out, that gives the Bucks the advantage because now we put Bobby in and we just go big. Right? And we keep Bobby where he need to be, and we just attack that goddamn paint. And if y'all can't out-rebound us, y'all can't beat us. Like I said, is basketball is a weird game. So I see what you're saying, but like I said, first round they beat Chicago Bulls.
What were the scores?
The games was close. If Middleton got hurt, goddamn. So they despite a game 2 loss, they bounced back. So they lost in game 2. They said off the shorthanded Chicago Bulls. Bulls are shorthanded with a 116-100 victory in game 5. The best of 7 matchup, game 1, and then a 114-110 defeat in game 2. Despite a knee injury to star Chris Middleton that will keep him out for at least 2 weeks. The Bucks look much crispier in the winning 3 straight, including 2 in Chicago to eliminate the Bulls. So they won game 1, lost game 2, and won 3 straight. And the only game they lost was game 2 where Chris Middleton got hurt. And I'll tell you, why you lose those games, which is why I was talking about it being hard for Brooklyn to win, is because to make adjustments, you need more time. You got to like go back and be like, oh, snap, that's what happened. So like with Chris Middleton getting hurt in the game, it's hard to make adjustments on the fly. It's like, you know what do you really do? But the next game, you say, okay, we're going to start Bobby, and we're going to see how that works. Oh, I like it. We're going to start him next game and see how that works. And then you start somebody else, and you say, okay, we're going to start Bobby for the next series. That's how everything works, right? But you need time to work stuff out. But if you're just thrown in the fire, like with Brooklyn, like I told you, with game 1, they lost based on a last-minute shot. What adjustments you make? Hey, make sure no last-minute shots come. Right? Game 2, you lose because goddamn
fatigue.
Right?
Put a lot out in that first game.
Right.
And now they playing fucking 4-on-1 defense.
And then I guess game 3, you're like, okay, we back at home. We about to recoup. Let's go.
Still tired.
And then just for some reason, shots don't fall, right?
That engine, those pistons knocking. You don't wore your engine out.
Engine knocking. Yo. Empras, I'm ready for you, bro. Let me stop dragging you. We're supposed to be done right now.
The UN is helping to evacuate the remaining civilians, officials said Sunday. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is the most senior U.S. official to visit Kyiv since the war began in February. And this image released by the Ukraine Presidential Press Office on Sunday. Damn, hold on. So you saying the president for sure ain't going. The VP ain't been seen nowhere.
We don't know where the VP at. The VP might be in the kingdom right now.
Yo, at least they kept tabs on the other one, Pence. But they done sent Pelosi to the... Oh, gosh.
To Maripol to see what's going on.
Pelosi is the representative for us. The fucking inside trader.
Hey, who better to sin than somebody going to make some deals? Huh?
In all blue.
It makes some deals in all blue with her little legs, little booty cheeks. My bad, Pelosi, but this I should never do that to a fucking lady like you.
In this image released by the Ukraine Presidential Press Office on Sunday, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky and U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi shake hands in Kyiv on the Sabbath. As fighting in Ukraine's east grew more entrenched and some 100 civilians were evacuated from a besieged steel plant in Mariupol, a delegation of congressional Democrats visited Kyiv in a sign of American commitment to Ukraine's efforts. Evacuation of civilians from Azovstal began, wrote Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Twitter. Grateful to our team. Now they together with UN are working on the evacuation of other civilians from the plant. The battle for Mariupol, the besieged city on Ukraine's southeast coast that Russia prizes as a link to Crimea has shrunk to the massive Azovstal steel plant, where Ukraine forces are making a final stand. Of the thousands of civilians still trapped in the city, about 1,000 are thought to be hiding out in the steel plant alongside the remaining Ukraine soldiers in an underground maze of shelters and bunkers. Previous attempts to evacuate civilians have been thwarted by Russia, which has shelled the plant relentlessly. People sit in a bus during evacuation from Lyman, Donetsk region, eastern Ukraine, on the Sabbath, April 30th. Savio Abreu, a spokesperson for the UN's humanitarian office, told the news organization Sunday that the operation was extremely complex, risky, and ongoing. There is right now ongoing high-level engagements with all the governments, Russia and Ukraine, to make sure that you can save civilians and support the evacuation of civilians from the plant. Abreu told the Associated Press. Zelensky's announcements about the evacuation followed a visit by congressional Democrats led by Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democratic for California, the most senior American official to visit Ukraine since the war began in February. The Democrats visited the Ukraine capital Saturday, or on the Sabbath, Pelosi revealed in a statement early Sunday. There they met with Zelensky and other Ukrainian officials for 3 hours to discuss American support for the war, they said. Speaking to reporters Sunday in Poland, Pelosi praised Zelensky's courage and leadership. Our discussion centered around the subject at hand, as you would expect: security, humanitarian assistance, economic assistance, and eventually rebuilding when victory is won, said Pelosi. The Democrats' visit came 2 days after President Biden asked Congress for $33 billion in additional aid to Ukraine. The bulk of the package is military aid, both directly to Ukraine and other countries, to help reduce reliance on Russian weaponry. The package would also offer economic assistance to Ukraine's government.
You know, when I say I hate stopping Empras, bro, but y'all gotta think about what the fuck are y'all hearing, bro. Y'all gotta, man, bro. I don't know, bro. Maybe y'all not living in America where it's a fucking shortage and people can't fucking pay and they ain't got no goddamn houses and nothing going right. This nigga got money to give, additional aid.
Out all our bricks.
Additional aid coming. What the, bruh? Chill out. Chill out, dude.
And $3 billion in humanitarian aid for refugees. Biden's request is designed to fund Ukraine's war effort through the end of the fiscal year in September. Representative Jason Crow, Democratic from Colorado, a veteran of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, said he had come to Ukraine with 3 areas of focus: weapons, weapons, and weapons, of course. We have to make sure the Ukrainians have what they need to win, he said. What we have seen in the last 2 months is their ferocity, their intense pride, their ability to fight, and their ability to win if they have the support to do so. Crow said the new package reflects how the war has shifted in recent weeks, from the unconventional ambush-type tactics seen in the fighting around Kyiv to a grinding attrition-type fight over more open territory in Ukraine's south and east. The next phase of our support is starting to look like that, too. You're starting to see artillery, longer-range fires, more advanced drones, counter-artillery radar systems, things that will help the Ukrainians better engage at further distances to preserve their force, but also reach out further and hit the Russian forces, he said. Despite bipartisan support for the Ukraine funding, its passage could be delayed. Democrats, led by President Biden, hope to combine it with a new COVID-19 funding measure in a single vote, double-speak, which Republicans have objected to. Given that Russia has redoubled its efforts on the battlefield in the south and the east of Ukraine, and given that we expect this fight to be very intense and to last for some period of time, we think there is an imperative to pass this funding as quickly as possible, Deputy National Security Advisor Jonathan Feiner said in a Friday interview with NPR. Pelosi and Crow were joined by fellow House Democrats Adam Schiff of California, chair of the House Intelligence Committee, New York's Gregory Meeks, who chairs the Foreign Affairs Committee, Bill Keating and Jim McGovern of Massachusetts, and Barbara Lee of California. It's a defining moment, frankly, whether or not the world goes forward with our democratic principles or moves backward, which is what Putin is attempting to do. Oh gosh, they conflate things so much. Anyways, said Lee, who chairs the State and Foreign Operations Subcommittee. You my dear, are Putin baiting right now. Move backward. Democratic principles. What are those principles? Can you please repeat them? I need a refresher. But yes, that is the conclusion of that article.
Hey. Okay. So either I got that YouTube video or you can knock that Twitter one out, and then we can jump to the YouTube videos, whichever you decide to do. Twitter one.
YouTube.
Okay. But yeah, but that whole article was a mess for me because everything they're doing seems like, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging.
Like shit is on fire.
Yeah.
It's a brazen home invasion. 2 armed men burst into a house in Pasadena, Texas. 3 victims are ordered to the floor. Then one suspect lifts one young lady by her hair and orders her to another part of the house. It's a brazen home invasion. 2 armed men burst. It's a brazen home invasion. 2 armed men burst into a house in Pasadena, Texas. 3 victims are ordered to the floor. Then one suspect lifts one young lady by her hair and orders her to another part of the house. As the terrifying invasion unfolds, the parents who are out for the evening watch in horror on their Ring camera cell phone app.
Hey, who's in my house? I got you on camera. The cops are on their way. My neighbors are there. They're calling the cops right now. Y'all better get out of my house. Y'all better get out of my house now.
It is a terrifying incident. If you watch the video there, you can see what a traumatic incident it actually was.
Do you think the fact that they were talking to these robbers via Ring video, that had some impact on them leaving quickly?
As soon as that camera system activates and someone's talking to them saying, get out of my home, get out of my home, you can see how quickly they left.
Empras.
Yes.
I don't like making you talk too much, but what you think, man? You out public, nigga. You Publix. You high Publix and Publix. And you check your phone start beeping. Dude, what the fuck going on? This fuck, open the. Hey, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Huh? You think that'll work? I get angry. I be like, they caught me, bro. Kill them. Kill everybody. They caught us. I panic. Spray the cameras.
No, their faces are covered. So
okay. I've been thinking if I lost it, bro. And I'm
no, you just hope it goes exactly how that situation went. You know, they take their material things and be gone. Like, leave the lives intact, please.
You just catch them later on the back end. Send them to jail, whatever.
I'm out. Why somebody know my whole house like that, bro? Why they know where the strap's at? They had the strap case, like.
So somebody brought them in the house before.
I think somebody knows floor plans and somebody is being too friendly and letting someone into their private space and turning into a public mockery. But yeah, that Ring camera came in clutches then.
If you think it worked,
Ring might have to put that one on a commercial. Hey, I charge for my consulting. But yeah. Justice for SpongeBob. This is a truly good man.
Hold on, man. So what? They said a nigga named Mike Liddell was rebanned from Twitter 3 hours after return to the platform.
What he did?
I don't like that shit.
We all worked on this project for 2 years and poured in original animation, art, voice acting, music, and everything. We volunteered for this project and made zero money off of it. We did it all to dedicate this to Steven Hillenburg and the show he made. What's the problem?
All right, so what's going on is SpongeBob is he's going to go to the trending job, but
Yeah, what I'm saying is that they worked on the job for 2 years plus.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're saying that they're not producing it. Like, what's going on? Are you able to get any more insight?
Oh, no.
Because I got an article, but I was trying to see if they had anything.
We worked too hard on this to be ignored. Yeah. So they were working on another movie for SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. There's the SpongeBob and get. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, taking to that same tweet you were just on.
So if you go back to trending.
Here, Newsground.
Yeah.
Trending?
Yeah, if you go back to trending.
Okay.
So explore.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Trending. And then go to SpongeBob. You might have passed him. He was 6 when I was looking at him. Justice with SpongeBob, he right there.
Mm-mm. Hold on now. Justice number 6. Nope, number 5. Ending with Viacom.
Still no details, man. Where's my article at? But yeah, the movie got taken down.
Eat shit Viacom and Paramount.
Why did they take it down?
It says the video contains content from Paramount Pictures, who has blocked the copyright on copyright grounds.
Man,
the following feature is a recreation of a existing film produced by Viacom, who holds all rights to this intellectual property.
Oh, okay.
We do not claim ownership of said rights, and yeah. Oh, so Viacom can't read. The redub the entire movie with new voice actors. They redrew the entire movie. They redid the soundtrack, and Viacom still took down. Okay. Wow. So Viacom is some greasy-ish.
Yeah, I got one, but man, this is new time, so it's gonna be. It's not gonna let us. But I dropped something in there. I'm trying to see if I can find another one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I found something. So we ready? Everybody get up out of here.
Okay, 2 SpongeBob SquarePants episodes no longer on Nickelodeon. That's it?
I think so. Hold on.
1 episode.
March 30th, 2021? Nah, it can't be it.
No, I don't think this is it. It says 1 episode which centered on a virus storyline was never put on the schedule to be sensitive to the pandemic outbreak last year. A spokesman said, it's gender based. I said spokesperson. Anyways, by Johnny Diaz. 2 episodes of the animated series SpongeBob SquarePants have been removed from Nickelodeon cable network. 1 because of sensitivity related to the pandemic, and another for not being kid appropriate. The cartoon, which debuted in 1999 on Nickelodeon, follows the underwater misadventures of a talking yellow sea sponge named SpongeBob, who works at a fast food restaurant, and his starfish buddy Patrick. 1 episode titled Quarantine Crab centers on a virus storyline. David Bittler, a spokesperson for Nickelodeon, said on Tuesday the episode features a health inspector who visits a fast food restaurant where the main character works and finds a case of the clam flu. The episode was never put on schedule to be okay. Another episode, Midlife Crustacean, was removed from rotation on the network in 2018 following a standards review in which we determined some story elements were not kid appropriate.
Okay, so SpongeBob been going through this.
Mm-hmm. The episode followed another character, Mr. Krabs, and the owner of the fast food place, who was feeling old and asked SpongeBob and Patrick if he can join them on a wild night out, according to IMDb. The trio breaks into a woman's house and takes her underwear. On the removal of the episode... Oh, SpongeBob. Wow.
You wanted to smell it.
Last week, a children's graphic novel by the creator of the popular Captain Underpants series was pulled from circulation by its publisher, Scholastic, which said that the book featured images and tropes, including Asian stereotypes that perpetuate passive racism.
I tripping.
It's no longer okay. So the Midlife Crustacean is no longer on Amazon. Niggas looking for some crusty pennies. Woo!
That's what it was about.
I don't know. Midlife Crustacean.
He said that was the episode he stole the panties and smelled them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, SpongeBob, a wild boy.
Came at a time when other streaming platforms and publishers have sought to give audiences context for older films, television shows. Man, where's the energy for all this other stuff that's not kid appropriate? I guess it's just private Johns.
Yeah, like
about the same codes. It's like, you're supposed to be monitoring your child on this. We didn't invite you. We didn't send you. Anyways, the move to pull the book came days after a man opened fire at 3 massage businesses.
So that was that situation.
Mm-hmm. Including 6 women of Asian descent. So I don't care about the killing of the other 2.
And what he's saying in the movie, he's seen Asians doing happy endings.
Oh no, Captain Underpants perpetuates passive racism.
And they just saying we can't show nothing bad against Asians right now.
It's gonna make bros passively do this shit, bro. Anyways, earlier this month, after WWE wrestling episodes began moving to Peacock, NBC Universal's new streaming service, racist moments were removed from old episodes. One episode from 1990 presented a showdown between Roddy Piper, a white wrestler, and Bad News Brown, a black wrestler. Mr. Piper appeared at the match with half his face painted black. Also, this month, the estate of Dr. Seuss announced 6 of his books would no longer be published because they contained depictions of groups that were hurtful and wrong. So yeah, that's the conclusion of that article.
We gotta get up out of there, bro. Is this business a business? Is this business a business?
Bid.
Mm-hmm.
Who got the highest bid?
Mm-hmm. Or is this truly business? Is this something where it's like, yo, this is bad for brand? And like, I don't know. But hey, I'm about walking around randomly smelling panties, goddamn. You know what I mean? This gotta be the same situation. You could skim through it to see, but like I said, we better really get up out of here. I don't wanna incumbent upon you.
Okay. So nobody published news on the actual story that we seen on Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't find that one yet, but it's called REHYDRATED, I thought, but we're not about to stress it tonight. We'll get it. We'll jump in here another day. We're probably gonna start going shorter and probably going once a week. I mean once. Ooh, daily. Presentation to where it's like, yeah, I'm ready for you though. Whatever you're doing.
No, I'm not doing nothing.
Presentation. You don't like presentation?
I love presentation.
Yeah, I see you. Oh, man, that's you that got your baby hairs laid down on your front face.
Boy, don't put me. No, that's not me. I ain't got him doing nothing.
I take a picture of you, bro. You got the baby head laid down on your front side face, bro. Oh, bro, you had to play with me like I'm some fucking amateur in this game.
You can't even see the baby hairs that far away.
Look, you got him laid down, yeah. You didn't lay down. Look at you. Look at you. I thought brothers were talking shit. When I found the baby laying down.
I need to go looking down in the mirror because I don't look right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. That is the conclusion of episode 218 of the Wise Magi podcast Sunday Dinner S segment. We will be back on Tuesday with our Taco Tuesday segment where we talk about currency only. That will be on our Black Wall Street Bets YouTube channel, so don't forget to tune in there. Until then, continue to check out the clips, check out our videos, and stay black, balanced, logical, and knowing. Until then, peace.